What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader, here with Bryce Touhey.
Bryce Touhey, or Touhey, as it's actually pronounced. He doesn't look impressed.
Is it Touhey or Touhey?
It's up to you.
Good.
It is what you make of it.
Thank you. Bryce Touhey. Bryce, like, you were labeled, I don't even remember this, but apparently in the 30-day boot camp, if you click the link below, Matt Monaco, who's your friend, were you roommates in college or friends?
Roommates for like 2.5 years.
Roommates in college with Matt Monaco. Matt Monaco called you the dumbest person he knows. And this has followed you everywhere.
Yeah, it has. That was...
I literally don't even remember this moment.
Oh, you were ripping on me.
Was I?
You were, yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you were right about just about everything you said. Playing video games, watching Netflix all the time.
Listen, right now it's like 10 p.m. We're exhausted. I locked in roughly 12 grand in profits today. What you locked in? What?
About 2,500.
2,500. Never forget 90% plus of traders lose. If you wonder why we're trading all day and then filming videos, it's to help you increase your odds of success. So that's why we're a little exhausted. That's why we're a little laid back. I'm sorry. It's been a very long day. But while I'm here with Bryce, just for the next day or two, while we have Pascal's here filming. Say hi, Pascal.
Hey, everybody.
Wanted to get his story on camera because you are not the dumbest person that I know. Maybe it's because I know a lot of dumb people and you're like not that bad. I don't know. I think Matt owes you an apology.
I think he does too. I think he needs to owe me one too.
You're just good-natured. You're like good-hearted. That doesn't make you dumb.
Yeah.
It might make you naive in this ugly world of corporate profits and pollution.
That's true, but that's what's great about trading is I can stay away from the big corporations. I can do it all on my own.
And you're over what, 200,000 now?
Yep, a little over 200,000.
If you want to get into the challenge, click the link below. We're going to have that there. You got into the challenge after Matt, and you said another roommate got in?
No. So the other roommate was interested in trading,
okay,
and he didn't actually end up joining the challenge.
What's his name?
Mike.
Mike? You messed up, Mike. You messed up, Mike. What's Mike doing now? Lawnmower service? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's hard work. I've tried it. It's not easy.
He's an engineer.
So he's doing okay.
He's doing all right.
But he's not doing as good as you.
That's probably true.
He's not doing as good as Matt.
No, I'm not doing as good as Matt.
Matt, by the way, is closing in on $1 million in profits. Today, the guy made $40,000, literally $40,000 in a day, made basically nearly quadruple what I made today. Whether you make $2,500 in a day or $12,000 in a day or $40,000, I mean, the market is insane right now. And the reason why I keep saying 90% plus of traders lose, that's industry stats. That's the ugly industry. It might be exciting that a few people are making money, but not everybody is. That's why I want to show people, what you're doing to succeed, what I'm doing. Buying first green day OTCs, dip buying morning panics. What are you doing?
I'm doing a couple different things. One of the main things that I've really been focusing on right now, and it's been working a lot, are the OTC panic dip buys. I mean, there's just so many runners, and they are bound to panic. They can't sustain the price action. And so I traditionally, when I first started becoming profitable, I was buying strength. I was buying breakouts. They were working. But I just noticed the...
How long ago was this?
When I first became profitable, May and June.
So like 9 months ago, 8 months ago.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And after that, I just kind of started to notice that when it didn't work, I would take bigger losses because again, I'm buying at the top. I'm buying strength, and I still buy strength with the listed strategy I trade. But when OTCs, I really struggled buying strength, and so naturally, I said I need to learn how to dip buy.
Hey, if you click a link below, we're going to include this blog post. It's just about the morning panic pattern that I look for every single morning. That was my biggest winner today on OZSC. I bought the dip after it already spiked from 9 to 14 cents, came back down to 10.8. I nailed the bottom, sold it too soon at 12. It finished at 20. Coulda, woulda, shoulda made 20, 30 grand. No biggie. I didn't believe in it too much because this is like day 5, day 6. In this market right now in 2021 to start off the year, I don't know what's going to happen later on, but right now, day 4, day 5, day 6, it's actually okay to buy the panics. I'm waiting for these giant panics. Like we're looking at SNPW. This is another OTC play. And I've been literally waiting for the giant panic for 3 days. Meanwhile, the stock has gone from 5 to 20 cents. I've been waiting for a panic to buy, and the thing is quadrupled. It's not panicking, at least it hasn't yet. I'm sure it'll come sometime this week. Today is a Monday that we're filming this. So you like OTCs better right now, or you got accustomed to it because there's less risk because you're not chasing?
That, exactly. I'm still trying to get used to it. I'm still trying to it doesn't feel natural yet, but I'm learning, and I don't know. There's just so many opportunities right now that it's easier to learn, in my opinion, with that many opportunities. That's why I won't say easier to learn, but definitely you can get more experience.
You can get more reps, right? So like each play is like a rep. Like if you're trying to get fit, right? Like you're not going to get fit and be like, oh, I want to be fit. Let me do one bicep curl. Okay, I'm done. No, you got to do like sets of 12 or 15 or 10 or 8 with different pounds. But with trading, you can't really, call the reps. You can't be like, okay, I'm trading today. I'm taking work off. I'm taking school off. Let me try to get in 10 trades. Give me the 10 trades. You don't know if there's going to be 10 good trades. And if you try to force 10 good trades, you'll probably end up taking like 7 bad trades.
Exactly.
You have to wait for the market to give you those reps. And this is actually a really good point. I don't think I've ever talked about this in any video. I'm literally exhausted right now, so forgive me, but I wanted to get Bryce on camera. There's a lot of reps to be had right now. He just got profitable 8-9 months ago. Now you're over what, 200,000?
Yeah.
What do your friends and family think?
I don't tell a ton of my friends about this. I don't know.
You're not going to show them this video. You were private on Instagram.
Well, I was private on Instagram. I was trying to, they all know how many scammers there are online, and they kept following me. It was getting annoying.
But we blocked them. That's
why.
Know. If you ever get any imposters or scammers, I have no backup accounts. I'll never try to trade your money. None of my top students and I believe in crypto. Don't ever open any shady crypto account. Why are there so many scammers? Like it's mind-numbingly frustrating.
Because they're trying to make quick and easy money because they couldn't succeed in trading.
But if they just study, this is the thing. For all you scammers out there, this is your chance. They probably don't want to be scammers. They're probably like, well, I'm so maybe they have families to feed and they don't know how to make legit money. This is the time to learn. It doesn't matter if you're a scammer. It doesn't matter if you're, anybody. You have so many reps where you can learn different patterns from potential breakouts, from morning panics like OZSC today.
One of what's funny is I actually messaged him. I said, I know you're a scammer. Why are you doing this? And he said, I lost all my money in the stock market.
Some of the scammers, I feel bad for them. It's kind of like the poachers in Africa. Like they're killing all these animals, and you're like, these animals are going to be extinct in a few years. You're going to have no more animals, and then you're going to be really in trouble. But they have nothing. They have no other options. They're trying to feed their village and their family. I feel bad for them.
It's tough, but you still shouldn't be scamming.
You shouldn't kill endangered species. Right. You shouldn't scam on the internet. You shouldn't resort to crime. That's the thing here. I will teach anybody if you're dedicated. And there's so many stocks in play every single day. It's not like we win every time. I win roughly 2/3 of the time. What's your winning percentage?
Right now it's about 62.
That's fine.
Yeah, 62%.
And you can win. Understand, this morning, before I finished the day at 12,000 in profits, my first 4 trades, I had 4 trades, and I was up literally $7,000. I made roughly $8,000 on 2 trades, both morning panic dip buys. And then I had 2 losses. The losses were smaller, and I tried some morning panic dip buys. They didn't bounce. They were actually all morning panic dip buys. But when I'm wrong, I just cut losses quickly. What's your biggest loss?
$2,000.
How did that feel?
That sucked.
What'd you do?
So I was shorting an OTC first red day. It didn't work, and it was very illiquid. It was actually ALPP, still liquid to this day. It was rough. It was rough, and I chased it down because I realized I had missed it. It was breaking low a day, and I was like shorted the bottom, and then on no volume, it went right back up. I covered the top. It was an awful feeling. Surprise? Is it that surprising? My largest loss is a short in a hot market.
Short selling sucks right now.
Yeah.
I rarely short as of this moment. I mean, we're filming this January. Pascal, what's today? January what? 23rd? 25th. January 25th. I don't even know the date. I have not shorted, I think, in 9 months. In the past 2 years, I might have shorted 2 or 3 times. very small too. Shorting is very scary. As we're filming this right now, there's a stock called GameStop, which has just gone supernova. Some of the biggest hedge funds were caught short. Citron Research was caught short. Losses, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of dollars. Shorting is not great right now. There's still a few selective good shorts, but if you're a newbie, I really would not get into that. You can just get your butt handed to you. What was your biggest gain?
A little over $8,000.
8,000 win and only 2,000 on your loss. So you've done pretty well controlling the losses.
That's one of the biggest things that changed for me was learning how to take smaller risk and really maximize that reward.
So how did you get started? Tell everybody like what happened between you, Mike was the roommate?
Yeah.
Mike! You, Mike, and Matt. The three of you guys were roommates?
Yeah, the three of us were roommates. I don't know, Matt kind of tried to get me and Mike interested in trading, and I don't know. Then I saw Matt.
When was this?
This was beginning of 2018.
2018, so like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And I don't know, Matt started to seem like he was kind of finding something here, and I was almost getting jealous because I didn't take it seriously when he first showed me.
Yeah.
And then I saw him starting to kind of get the hang of it, and I said, oh my God, I can't let him beat me to this.
Did Matt study a lot? What did he do?
Oh,
he had my DVDs, video lessons, webinars?
Yep. Oh, and that's all he did. I mean, between school, and he had the side hustles I was doing too, and he was studying. I mean, he was printing out charts every night, writing notes on those charts, watching your video lessons, watching your DVDs. Like,
Good.
I haven't really seen anyone work harder than that in anything.
Good.
At my age. And once I kind of...
And how old are you, by the way?
At that time?
Yeah.
Or now?
Either or.
At that time, I was like 19. We were both like 19.
Okay.
19 going on 20.
If you're under 18, you need parental permission, by the way, before you click the link in my bio. Don't just say like, oh, I'm going to do this. I don't care what my parents think. If you're under 18, you need to get parental permission. That's just the law, okay? But I do think it's good to get started 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Then you get the knowledge. Then you have your whole life to really hone in on your skills.
Right, absolutely.
So
and that's the beauty of it.
So you saw Matt studying. He was doing well. What do you mean by he's doing well? Because he didn't make that much.
No, he didn't. At the time,
in the beginning.
In the beginning, at the time, it seemed like he did because the days he did well. You know what I mean?
What's well?
He probably $1,000, but
was he pumped?
Yeah, oh, he was pumped, and he didn't try to show it too much because he was humble about it. And like, I think he didn't want to make us feel that bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, $1,000, that was what I was working for in like 2 weeks at the time.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that was good money for me at the time. And then I'm seeing him make it in a day.
Yeah.
And it inspired me. It made me a little jealous, and I was like, I need to work harder at this. And gradually, I just kept playing around with different strategies, At one point, I was like using EMAs and SMAs and all that crap. I know, but I was like, I can find a different way to do this. I was being stubborn.
Yeah.
But eventually, I buckled down. It was actually really the end of 2019. I really buckled down on it, and I said I need to put more time into this. And gradually, those 2 and 3 hour days of studying became 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, and then by April and May, I was putting probably 12 to 13 hours in, and I was just...
what did you like most? DVDs, video lessons, webinars?
Video lessons.
Okay.
Because they were... And don't get me wrong, but one of the DVDs I loved was Trading Tickers. I mean, that was, in my opinion,
We'll post a link to Trading Tickers below with a special coupon. Enjoy it. Trading Tickers Part 2 is coming out soon, too.
I'm so excited for that. I will watch that front to back.
Right?
And by the time May came around, I actually remember the day. It was May 15th. I just said, I'm tired of losing. And I really sat down and I said, I need to stick to one pattern. Because again, I was still all over the place. I was still using EMAs and all that crap.
Yeah.
And so I said, I'm just going to stick to listed breakouts because I wanted to use smaller size to get a feel for it. I dropped my risk per trade down to $2. So if I lost, I was going to lose $2 per trade. It's like, that's not life-changing money. And I just practiced listed breakouts. And little by little, that was the only thing I traded. And by the end of May, I made $80.
And you were pumped.
I was pumped. And then June, I kept doing the same thing. I just sized up to a $5 risk. And then that turned into, I actually made $1,000 that month.
Nice.
It just kept going up. July, I bumped it up to $20 risk, and it became a little over $4,000. And then I started actually getting into a little bit of shorting. Not a ton, but enough. And by August, I made, I think, $13,000.
Nice.
And that's when I realized, okay, hard work pays off. We're in a hot market, obviously, but that's when I decided I'm not going to go back to school this next semester.
Damn.
I know. And it was, I know, it was a risky move.
Were your parents pissed? You're like, you're going to go penny stock trade instead of this?
No, they were actually the most supportive people out of anyone I told.
What?
They were actually probably the only 2 people that supported me.
Wow.
They were, and they, you know, I was working on other things at the time. I still had other sources of income, but not nearly what trading was bringing in. But again, it seemed like I knew how hot the market was. I didn't want to miss out on it. And I don't know how long this market will be here. No one does, but I know that I can always go back to school to finish up my classes if I need to.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think college is a scam to begin with.
Yeah! Leave a comment below. Do you think that college is a scam? Would you go to college? Are you in college? Let's hear your thoughts on college. Let's get a little healthy debate, because Bryce dropped out of college and now he's made $250,000. Not that everyone's going to do that, but it gave you more time to study.
Right, then that was exactly it. And you know, on top of that too, if you're in college now, like don't go drop out without a plan.
Yeah.
Either, you know what I mean? If I had dropped out when
Get parental permission to drop out of college too.
Yeah, that too.
Get parental permission to study my stuff. Get parental permission to drop out of college. Get parental permission if you want to go to the bathroom. Ask your parents everything. You're nothing if you're under 18.
There you go. And that's basically my story now. And I've refined my strategy from listed breakouts to really more trend break plays, but a very similar concept, just trying to get in before that actual breakout on the daily chart. And this month I just crossed 100,000, or actually I'm $2,000 away from 100,000 on the month.
In 1 month.
In 1 month. Thank you.
Have you told your parents? Where you're like, looks like it might have been the right choice to drop out of college?
I brought that up before. They always ask how I do every day. I don't really tell them how much I've done in the month.
Really? Are they going to be shocked this month? Like, what'd you make last month?
Last month I made 60,000.
And what was the month before?
What month? November? 14,000.
So you went from 14 to 60 to 98 in 3 months.
Yeah.
That's also the hot market. Don't think this happens all the time. To like everyone's like, wow, I'm dropping out immediately. With a hot market, with preparation, you can get rewarded. It doesn't matter how much preparation you have if you don't have a hot market, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're in the right place at the right time. Trust me, I've seen this. This is very similar to 99 and 2000. We don't know how long it's going to last. And now you're helping me write. Like, let's be honest here. You're not just my student. You're also helping me write.
Absolutely.
We have so many blog posts, so many different emails going out. It's actually pretty cool. I hire my top students too. I'm not embarrassed about that. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a cool thing where
it's amazing.
You have learned so much. There's only so much I can do. You can see how exhausted I am in this video. It's fantastic. So not only do you get self-sufficient, like you don't need me, you don't need my strategy anymore. You've developed your own. You've honed in. Still be careful though, because you can lose it.
Absolutely.
But now he's helping me write content, create content for you guys. Because there's so many plays. Like I made like a dozen trades today, and I missed out on another dozen or two. I didn't even trade BMIX. The thing was up 500%. Or I did trade it, but I got out so quickly. I forgot. My bad. I traded it, and I was so frustrated, and I made like a 0.2 of a penny, and then the thing spikes 2 cents a share over the next 30 minutes after I sell.
It was insane.
And we were watching it, and I was like, why did it not have the strength? Anyways, there's only so much I can do. Remember, I donate 100% of my trading profits to charity. So whether I make 12 grand or 20 grand or 50 grand, it just goes to building more schools. I want to build more, but it's not the end of the world. What do you think people make mistakes with when they're trying to learn trading?
From my perspective, from what I went through, the biggest mistake is just, and it's tough because it's something you need to do is kind of bounce from strategy to strategy, see what works best for you.
Experiment.
Are you a dip buyer? Are you a breakout buyer? Are you an OTC trader listed, blah, blah, blah. But in the same breath, sometimes it's that jumping around too much that you're not giving yourself the chance to actually truly experiment with it. And Matt talks about this a lot. It's you need to have that data on yourself. Like how well do you do with something? You can't try something 3 times and then say, well, it doesn't work for me.
I think it comes down to reps. Like give each strategy like 1,000 trades. Maybe that's excessive. But like if you do 200 dip buys and 200 first red day short sales, like you start getting data, and then you can start saying, on these first 30 I was too conservative, so then the next 30 I was too aggressive, and you're always fine tuning. I think that too many people try like 30 different strategies and they try like 5 trades of each and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. And you're just trading random stuff.
Yeah.
Do you keep a spreadsheet? Do you keep track?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, that's actually why I stopped. I mean, I really...
You're not dumb at all if you use a spread. I don't even use a spreadsheet. I'm not a spreadsheet guy. Matt's a liar. And Mike, you suck.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry if you're watching this, but...
Why?
That's fair.
You're making this month probably what he's going to make in 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to be real. You got to be honest about this. Like, I know that it's not cool to like talk about money or brag about it, but like the upside potential, if you overcome the initial losses, the initial confusion, the initial learning curve, trading is amazing.
Oh,
it really is.
It seriously is.
So I love it. I'll give you, here, we're going to post a little disclaimer. Pascal, put a little disclaimer on the bottom. Be like 95% of traders lose. Say 99% of traders lose. I don't care what percentage of traders lose because those are unprepared traders. I would say maybe even 100% of unprepared traders. So are you going to prepare? That's the question.
Yeah, and I did. I put in a lot of time to it. And
how many spreadsheets do you have?
I can't even count them.
That's good.
So many.
That's good.
I mean... Yeah, I can't. I wish I could count them. They're even. I use Profitly a lot. I obviously post everything on there to verify my profits, but there are the statistics on there where I check in on. I want to see my win percentage.
You start to learn your win percentage. You start seeing what your optimal position size is. What's your risk tolerance? What are you comfortable with? Every single person watching this video has a different experience level, different personality, different strengths and weaknesses. You live in different time zones. You have to find what you're best at and what you're not best at. It's not about just how much money you can make. It's what are you most comfortable with. I know a lot of traders where they just try to make $100 or $200, maybe $300 in the day. Once they hit their goal, they're out and they're going surfing all day and they're eating poke over in Hawaii. That's fantastic. I know some people where they have 10 monitors and they're trying to grind it out and they can't wait to post their screenshot on Twitter at the end of the day. And that's their life. Yeah. There's so many different shades in between where you can be full-time, you can be a slave to the market, you could just be a part-time trader. You choose. But I love showing, students of the game. Because how old are you now?
22. Going on 23.
When's your birthday?
February 6th.
Oh!
Yeah, coming right up.
Oh, it's almost your birthday. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Nothing.
Cool. Yeah, it's a tough time to celebrate right now.
I'll hang out with my parents.
Are you going to, you're going back up to New York?
Yeah, I'll be back in New York with them, and I will be moving here in a month or two.
Yeah! He's moving down to Texas. Leave a comment below. Congratulate Bryce on all of his success. Having the right mentality. I wish I was this wise when I was in my early 20s. I might have made a lot of money. I mean, I'd made like $1 million, so you got to catch up.
Yeah, I know.
But disclaimer, 90% of traders lose. Let's just throw disclaimers everywhere. I want you to have the right mindset. Like, so many people are so focused on making too much too quickly instead of learning first and then potentially taking that education and making money later on. How important do you think that is, to have the proper mindset and approach?
I mean, I hate to say it's the most important thing in trading, but it is the most important thing in trading.
Why do you hate to say it? That's true.
Because it's like, obviously there are plenty of other things. Knowing the right patterns to play, knowing what you're comfortable with, knowing your risk tolerance. But at the end of the day, none of that matters if you don't have the right mindset.
If you don't have the right patience, right? Like, let's say you want to make $1 million overnight. Like, Tim Sykes says it's such a hot market. Let me try to make $1 million. And you don't make $1 million your first month and you give up. Then you don't have spreadsheets, you don't have strategy, you don't have experimentation, you're done because you had the wrong mindset. Do not message me, do not apply to my challenge if you expect to get rich overnight. Even Tim Grittani, creator of Trading Tickers, who's now at roughly 14 million, he made nothing his first 9 months. Are you pumped that you're ahead of him?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, and I mean, obviously he's a huge inspiration, so it's cool to just even have the opportunity to kind of be in that not same spot, but...
You could be the next Grittani.
I'm working for it. I'm working hard to be the next Grittani.
No two traders are alike. I understand, it's good to get inspired by people who have made it, but every year is different, every trader is different, every personality is different. There's so many moving pieces. I just want you to get kind of an understanding of this game as a whole. Before you start saying like, oh, this is great, this is amazing, or this is a scam. It's not a scam, it's education. Education and getting knowledge is not a scam. Okay? The scams that are out there are saying this stock is going to $1 million.
Oh.
Like, never sell. For me, rule number 1 is cut losses quickly. I get made fun of a lot because I take a lot of small losses, but that's what keeps me safe in this very unpredictable game. So I'm proud to share with you 20 plus years of lessons that I learned. Give them one rule before we go.
I mean, besides cut losses quickly.
Yeah, that's my rule. You can't take that.
Well,
I patent that. I trademarked that.
Well, the other rule that I know it's yours, but I'm going to say because I apply it to my trading way too much is singles add up. I don't take big gains.
Wait, I got a text. No, I patented that too. Another rule.
Another rule? Oh God. You're putting me on the spot here.
I know,
those are the 2 rules I live by.
That's why it's fun.
Oh, let's see. Cut losses quickly, small gains add up. Okay. Even in a hot market, don't get FOMO. Do not get FOMO. That burned me today.
It's true. You want to make the most that you can. You want to succeed. You want to feel special. But you can't look at what other people are doing. You can't say, oh, I should have done this. I should have done this. Again, it's all about the reps. If you have that kind of mentality, right? Like where you're going to the gym, you want to get fit, you're doing the reps. People at the gym, you don't go to like see somebody else do all these reps and you'll be like, I want to do those reps too. You just don't do it. Maybe you want the body that they have or the fitness that they have, but like you understand that your body is different because that's a very visual thing. Why can't people understand that trading is very different for you versus me? Did you ever think about that?
That was that was a great analogy.
I just came up with that.
That was a great analogy.
It's true. If you go to the gym, I literally have never gone to the gym, seen someone who's so fit and been like, I want to do those 20 things exactly like they just did it. Because I know that I'm not that fit. I know that I can't do it. I recognize my own limitations, even though I'm still inspired by somebody who's fit, so I'm in the gym in the first place. That's kind of what it's like. If you see Gritani, if you see Bryce, if you see me, if you see Matt Monaco, get inspired by our success, but do what works best for you. Figure out what works best for you. Do your own reps. And that way you can get on our level. And then who knows, maybe you come travel with us, you come work for me. I need more help, teaching with videos and blog posts and so much stuff. Yeah. It's pretty cool just to see what blossoms in a hot market. And part of the reason why I'm overwhelmed, I made a lot of trades, made a lot of videos today. We've been filming nonstop, but I freaking love it. And I'm just grateful for every day. I'm grateful for you and your dedication. I'm grateful for Matt. I'm grateful for Mike screwing up. Screw you, Mike. You screwed up so bad. Literally, wait till you see what he does in the next year or two. Wait till you see what Matt does in the next year or two. We're going to have like a little party, right? We're going to have a party and we're going to be like, Mike, you go sit over there. Sit over by the kids, Mike. Sorry, buddy. You're not invited. You messed up. You had a chance. You had a choice. You screwed up. But enjoy your engineering. Is he an engineer, right?
He is an engineer,
okay,
yeah.
Cool. I wish you well, Mike. I'm just kidding. I'm tired. Leave some comments below. Did you like this video? Do you want more video interviews with real students? He's real. Look at this guy. He's real. He's real. He's not fake. And we'll try to teach you just based on our own experience. Hopefully it can help you. Hopefully it can help increase your odds of success so that you don't lose like most people. Congrats, Bryce.
Thank you, Tim.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
Screw you, Mike. See ya.